Who doesn't like Nestle Milkmaid? A very warm welcome to the entire Nestle Milkmaid family all over the world. This is Chef Gaurav Balba. I am the founder, director, culinary head, and co-owner of Theo's chain of patisserie and restaurants from Delhi NCR, India. I will be teaching you how to use Nestle Milkmaid, which is probably one of the most versatile ingredients that we can have in our pantry, how to transform it from its actual form into a dulce de leche and then use it in a dessert. Yes, I'm teaching you how to do a banana toffee verrine right inside your kitchen. I know it's a lockdown situation and most of us are struggling for ingredients at home. There are barely any ingredients that you need for this recipe and the results are fabulous. I know most of you love banana toffee pie and must be thinking that how is it possible to have a banana toffee pie during lockdown, because most of the shops are not open, or maybe you're not getting the right ingredients and all, you don't have the pie molds. Well, you don't need to worry. We're going to be making a banana toffee pie in these beautiful glasses over here. We're going to be transforming it into a verrine, which is easy to make, which is convenient to distribute, and you can use them in batches as well. So this is one of the most perfect recipes that I could come up with as far as Nestle Milkmaid is concerned. This is one ingredient, there is no end to the recipes. This is such a versatile ingredient. You can make beautiful western desserts, you can make a caramel custard, a brulee, you can make pancakes, you can make cupcakes, you can make brownies, you can make cheesecakes, you can make ice creams. When it comes to Indian desserts, you can make, Eid is coming, so you all can make sheer kurma out of it. You can make kheer, you can make rabdi, kulfi. Well, the possibilities are endless. So each one of you, I'm sure this is one ingredient that you have in your pantry. So let's see what is it that we need and how do we make this exotic dessert in almost no time, and let's see how do we do it. So come, let me take you through the ingredients over here. So for the ingredients over here, I have kept the ingredients in an order so that you all know how do we use them. I usually prefer to use the exact ingredients measured through a weighing scale, but in case you do not prefer that, or you don't have a weighing scale handy at this point in time, you can refer to the screen. We have shared the recipe over there and you can follow the cup and spoon measurements as given on the screen. We would be making about 4 glasses over here. The recipe that I'm showing you can actually make about 6 to 8. It depends how big your glasses are and how much do you want to fill in. You can make this dessert into small short glasses also, and at the same time you can make this dessert into bigger glasses also. So over here I have about 200 grams of biscuit crumb. I have about 60 to 80 grams of castor sugar, depending upon how sweet your cookies are. In case you're using the sweeter one, you can cut it down to about 40 to 60 grams as well. Then we have about 100 to 120 grams of melted butter. This will bring the entire biscuit together. We have a can of condensed milk over here, the Nestle Milkmaid. What I have done is that the entire can goes into hot boiling water for about 2 hours, and at the end of 2 hours, this is how your condensed milk looks. So this is what we would be using. We have converted this into our in-house dulce de leche. Along with this, we would be needing about 50 grams of butter. This is salted butter because I really like the balance of salted butter along with the sweetness of the Milkmaid, and it comes out beautiful. We have 2 bananas over here which we have sliced and all, nothing added to be it, just bananas. We have some normal fresh cream over here. This is about 250 grams of fresh cream, and we have about 40 to 50 grams of sugar over here that we will be adding into the cream, and we will be whipping it. Some little grated chocolate for the garnishing. So that's all that we need to make this exotic dessert. Absolutely simple ingredients which I'm sure you all have at home. Cookies is what you have at home, sugar is what you have at home, butter is what you have at home, bananas is what you have at home, fresh cream is something that you can have at home. Chocolate, if you don't have, that's perfectly fine. You can use any chocolate that your kids eat. Any store-bought chocolate would do. This is just for the garnishing. It's not going to be an integral part of the recipe. And I'm sure you have the Nestle Milkmaid with you. So let's get started and let's see how do we pull off this recipe. So for the first part of the recipe, let me put these glasses aside. And for the first part of the recipe, I have the biscuit crumb over here. I will just be adding in this sugar into the biscuit crumb, and we will be mixing in the sugar along with the biscuit crumb so that it just evenly distributes. Okay, so we have the sugar incorporated along with the biscuit, and as soon as your sugar is done, we're going to be adding in melted butter into our biscuit base. Let me put this aside. And we will be mixing in the melted butter into the biscuit base. So just mix it well. No rocket science, nothing very complicated, not at all difficult. You can involve your kids to do this along with you. They will enjoy it, they love it, and you know, the whole experience can bring the family together and you can have a gala time in your kitchen. So try doing it with your family. I'm sure the sweetness of the dessert will be of another level. So we are done with the biscuit base. Beautiful. So as you can see, this is still crumbly, and what sugar and butter does is that the butter is going to make it little bit more, you know, like it will come together. When you chill it, the crunch will just go up. The sugar will just add in a little bit of sweetness along with the cookie and will just give it that perfect pie base kind of texture. Since we are not making a pie base, this is a beautiful substitute. You can use it instead of any pie base in any other pie recipe also. So we are done with this. I'll keep this aside for the moment. So for the second step of recipe, we're going to be taking a saucepan. Okay, so over here in the saucepan, I will be adding in the 50 grams of butter along with the condensed milk that we have, the Nestle Milkmaid, which we have converted into the Dulce Delish by cooking it for 2 hours in hot boiling water. We're going to be taking this out and putting it into this saucepan. All of it. Look how beautiful this looks. I would like to show you. Look what kind of a consistency, what thickness. This is just perfect. It's not like, you know, it's not runny. It's not like it's actually very, very thick. So you know, this thickness really helps in getting that fudginess into your pie. Okay, so we make sure that we take out everything. This is just so precious that you would not want to waste anything. Okay. So I'm done. Well, off the camera, who doesn't like, you know, having a bite of this beautiful caramelized Nestle Milkmaid? Yum. We come back over here and I will just melt this down along with the butter. This will take almost about 2 minutes or so. Be gentle on the heat. You don't want to burn it. The sugars in the Milkmaid should not burn. All you need is that this should just melt down. How I wish I could just, you know, show you pouring out the condensed milk. It's a beautiful sight. But for this recipe, we need to cook the condensed milk and all to get this kind of a fudgy consistency. So, you know, pouring it out is not possible. Now, we're going to be cooking this. In fact, you know, I would say that we're just melting it basically, not even cooking it. So on slow gentle heat, we are just melting down the entire thing along with butter so that it just comes together and gives us a beautiful dulce delish sauce. Okay. So this will take almost no time, about a minute or two, for the entire thing to get homogeneous along with the butter and become like a nice flowy sauce. Wow. I wish you all could smell this. It just smells heavenly. This is like caramel, you know, the milk, caramel, very beautiful flavors inside my kitchen right now. Okay, so we are done. Let me show you the consistency. I hope you can see the consistency. Wow. Okay, so I could not show you the Milkmaid flowing right in the beginning, but I think this just shows up everything. Okay, the little bit of that graininess that you see in this is perfect. That's what we need. That will also go once you will whisk it properly, and it will be perfectly fine. So do not overcook this. You don't want the consistency to become really thick, because this kind of a toffee kind of a cooking is perfect. So that's about it. We're going to be keeping it aside. So we keep this also aside to cool down a bit, and we move on to our next part of the recipe, which is the whipping of the cream. I had kept my cream over an ice bath to chill it properly. And now to this I will be adding in, so this is about 250 grams of fresh cream. To this I am adding about 40 grams of sugar. You can add about 40, you can add a little bit more also in case you like more sweeter. In case you want it to be less sweeter, you can completely avoid it also. Now the whipping of the cream over here is not like your, when you do it for your desserts and all, that you keep beating it and you kind of try to get any kind of a peak and all. Over here, no. All you need is just the cream and the sugar should come together, and a little bit of body would come into the cream. That's all, because you need it for a vereen, so you don't really want any kind of a peak over here. So I'm going to just beat it. And that's about it. So it's gonna be like a little stiffness, still runny, not really very stiff, because we want the biscuit crumb to actually soak in the cream, and the cream should just kind of marry the entire dessert and will bring everything together. So the cream is ready. Let's get everything over here and let me show you how to assemble the dessert. Okay. So I'm using these, roly-poly glasses. I call them that roly-poly jiggly-gliggly glasses, because these glasses, they really have a beautiful bounce to them, and they just add that interesting character to my dessert. So I am using these glasses. The first layer that will go will be our biscuit crumb layer. So I'm going to be putting in like a generous 2 spoons of my biscuit crumb. You don't really need to pack it in this. Just throw it in and leave it. So no need of packing it. Let it be. Okay. There you go. About 2 heaped spoons of biscuit crumb. Okay. So our biscuit part, first part of the biscuit layer is done. We come on to the milkmaid layer, or the dulce de leche layer as I call it. And we're going to be putting in 1 generous spoonful of this over here. Let me show it to you properly. Okay. Wow. Okay. 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 Over this, now here we have put in the layer of dulce de leche. On top of this, we will be putting in bananas. So let's put in some bananas. Okay. It's totally up to you how much banana you want to add, how much of what you want to add. It's basically an assembly at the end of the day. Okay, so we add in the banana there. Okay. So once done with the banana layer, I like to double the crunched layer because then the whole dessert gets a very beautiful balance. So I'm going to put another layer of this biscuit crumb. If you do not want or you don't have that much of biscuit, you can completely do with a single layer too. Okay. So that's about a spoonful of the biscuits on top. And finally, we need to pour our cream on top. So we're going to just be pouring our beautiful cream just to get everything together. Look at that. Okay. Now once we have added the cream as well, I will just put a little bit of the caramel once again on top. So not so much, just a little bit. And finally, we're going to put some chocolate flakes on top for the garnishing. Wow, look at that. Doesn't it look like a top restaurant quality fine dining dessert right inside your home kitchen? with such simple ingredients, and trust me, how I wish you could taste it. This just tastes amazing. So here we go. This is now, I'll be putting it into the refrigerator to chill, and that's your banana toffee vereen. I hope you all enjoyed this beautiful recipe. I love doing this recipe for each one of you, and honestly speaking, I love making desserts out of Nestle Milkmaid. It is one of my favorite ingredients, and like I said, it is so versatile. It gives me so much of scope to do a lot of things that I really love sharing. I hope you all like the recipe, and I really hope and encourage each one of you to try this as soon as possible in your home kitchen. And once you do that, please do share your pictures with us on the Nestle page and let us know how it came out. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you so much for watching. We would come back with more recipes and more products with Nestle Milkmaid very soon. Thank you so much.